No, you're gonna walk in and sit down as you. You're gonna become the character after you sit down.
My name is Ethan. I like to eat of the chip. In my hut, I create many a stew. In the world of the documentary, it's like people know I'm a character, or people know I'm a guy playing a character.
It's people know you're a guy playing a character. You're not.
So for
Not
me, is it real?
Hi and welcome. What's your name?
My name is Tony Biblioni. My name is Tony Biblioni.
Hi, hello, Tony.
Don't laugh, I'll ice you.
I'm so sorry. This interview is to find out how you saved Christmas.
How Tony Biblioni saved Christmas, huh? Well, I like Christmas, all right? I like Christmas. I asked my daughter, Nancy Biblioni. I tuck in my daughter on Christmas Eve. I read her a bedtime story. I read her, "'Twas quiet all through the house, and there was a mouse." I read her that, and she goes, "I love you, Dad." And I say, and I said, "What the fuck, Tony Biblioni?" Tony Biblioni, Tony Biblioni. He said, "I love you, kid. I love you, Nancy." And so I tuck her in, and it's bedtime, and I go downstairs to have a little bit of eggnog with her mom, Nancy, and then Nancy, we named her. Well, actually, I go downstairs to have eggnog with her ma, my wife, and her name is Theodosia Biblioni. I go downstairs to have eggnog with my wife, Theodosia Biblioni, and I hear a rustling coming from. I go downstairs to have eggnog with my wife, her mother, Theodosia Biblioni, and I take my first sip of the nog, and then I hear some rustling coming from the chimney. And I say, "Thea, what's that?" I call her Thea. "Thea, what's that?" She says, "I don't know, it must be the bats." And I say, "What's that in the chimney? What's that a rustling in the chimney?" It's starting to give me stirs. It's giving me the stirs. I have a rumbling in my tummy. It's scaring me. The rumbling in my tummy and the rustling in the chimney. And so I go over to the chimney. I take the grate out of the way, and I look up. And right as I look up, I see something coming down. So I take my head back out. And I go, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Is it Santa? Is it Santa Claus? Theodosia Biblioni?" And who do I see come out of there? But a soot-covered little bastard, the goddamn Grinch. It was the goddamn Grinch. That little bastard has had it out for me and my children ever since Nancy kicked his kid at school. And now the Grinch thinks that just because he changed his mind one Christmas means he's just allowed to be a dick every other Christmas. The little bitch, the little bastard. And so I say, "Grinch," and I pull him up by his scruff. And I say right into his face, I said, you bastard. You bastard, you ruined Christmas. Not for my kid yet, but I'm assuming that you were about to do that. I'm gonna kick your ass." And the Grinch, he goes, "Well, I must have gotten the wrong house." And I say, "I'm not falling for that one again, Mr. Grinch. Or should I say, Mr. Bitch." And I gut punched him. I gave him a haymaker. Whoop-ah! I gave him a kick in the groin. Bing! And he fell down. he fell down, and I threw, Tony Biblioni, Tony Biblioni, and I threw him down the stairs. Well, that's too Italian. And I threw him down the stairs off of the terrace, out of our front terrace, and he broke a femur. That's when I call the police. They show up. They say, Mr. Biblioni, oh my God, thank you. You caught the Grinch. And I said, I'm just doing my service as a goddamn American. As a goddamn American, any good stand-up citizen would beat the shit out of the Grinch if they had the chance. And that's why I, Tony Biblioni, saved Christmas. That's how I, Tony Biblioni, saved Christmas. And why I, Tony Biblioni, am running for your district representative. Vote Biblioni. If it ain't Biblioni, you're on your own.
Thank you so much for coming for this interview, and I hope your campaign goes well.
Vote Biblioni. Go Biblioni or go Home Leone. Home Leone too, lost in New York.
Oh, thank you. That was awesome.